Committee reports, legislative update. Mrs. Gundrum.
I do not have anything tonight. Be interesting to see how things go, once things change in January with newly elected legislators.
Right. Thank you. I do not have a Butler Tech report tonight. Mrs. Birding Miller is not here for the student achievement. That brings us to Mr. Clark,
Wow.
Parks and Rec.
I do have a Butler Tech update.
You do?
I do.
Please share.
I had the honor on some other boards to work side by side with some other people in the community. One of those folks worked at Butler Tech, Ms. Laura Hicks, and we were kind of speaking in general at the annual dinner luncheon, and the Butler Tech awards a Peg Clark Award to a supporting admin of some sort, and I guess it's been going on for a while, and I wasn't aware of this award until about 10 years ago, but that Peg Clark Award is named after my mother. She worked at Butler Tech for about 32 years. She started there part-time after Mom and Dad were divorced, and that was her go-to because she was a loving mother and housewife, and things happen. So she worked part-time in the adult education, answering phones at night from like 2 to 10. So that was her start, but she segued into the new building and answered the phones throughout that whole career. But the key to this is, and I don't want to pull a Billy, so bear with me. She had multiple myeloma for 7 years, almost 8 years, and that's a disease of the bone, a cancer of the bone. It literally rusts your bones away, so to speak. And she had a metal rod put in her arm and her leg and her other leg, and so as she progressed towards the end of her life, she loved her job so much, which is why this award is given out. And I'll pause there. She was a gatekeeper. Wonderful mom, but you didn't walk through Butler Tech without her knowing who you were going to see, what time it was, and what your business was. And while I was there was a gentleman that came up and said, "Your mom was the only mom that called my mom on me." He said, I was 18 years old and I was going to leave school, and she said, "Where are you going?" He goes, "Well, I'm leaving." He goes, "Does your mother know?" He's like, "I'm 18. She said, "It doesn't matter. Does your mother know?" So she called his mom to make sure that was okay. But to go back to the story, she just had passion for what she did, and she loved people, and Butler Tech actually set her up, her phone answering system in her house for about a year while she was able to still do that job. And it wasn't computer age time, it was the big switchboard that they set up in the house. So Butler Tech's just amazing in so many ways, but I got to speak at their sort of day of training on Thursday, and brought my wife, and thought there was going to be about 20 or 30 people there, Billy, and there was like 400 in that building. So, but it was an honor to be able to do that and to kind of put some meaning behind what that award was. So it was pretty cool. So,
Well, thank you for sharing that.
you're welcome.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing your Butler Tech update with me. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Parks and Rec. There was not a meeting yet, but I do want to emphasize the Waterworks Park has been updated, so they have pickleball courts there. The basketball courts have been redone, so if you haven't seen that, go over and check out Waterworks, their new play area for basketball and pickleball. The Parade of Lights is coming up on November 23rd, and if you have not gotten your organization, your work, your family, friends in on a float, you have till tomorrow at midnight. So the cutoff is November 8th, but this is the 6th Parade of Lights for Fairfield, and every year it gets bigger and better, and I think probably everybody in this room, hopefully most of them on film, on camera seeing us, has been there, not been involved. So it's a tremendous night, and it starts at 5 o'clock with a lot of activity for the kids at CAC, and it just continues to roll out through the evening. So that is all I have, sir.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Smith, anything from Planning Commission?
They did not meet, so there is nothing to share with the board this evening.
Thank you.